Very good. All right. All right. Well, good morning, guys. How are we doing today? Yeah? Now, how many of you would consider yourself to be really good at sleeping? Like, the house could shake and you'd keep sleeping. One time your house really shook? Did you sleep through it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did. You're a pretty good sleeper then. I slept through an earthquake. I woke up one morning after the earthquake had been going, and my friend, I was sleeping over at his house, and he'd rolled out of the bed, and he was still asleep on the floor. And the bed was rolling back and forth across the floor. That's how we woke up. It's something, yeah. So, I've slept through some interesting things, too. I'm a good sleeper most of the time. This is a story that includes sleeping, but a few other things, too. It's a Jesus story. So he and his disciples have been doing their thing. They've been healing people. They've been preaching and teaching. They fed a whole bunch of people with a single sack lunch, like 1,000 or 5,000 or whatever people, lots and lots of people, with one bag of lunch. Can you imagine doing that? How many people could eat out of your lunchbox? So they did some pretty amazing stuff, and when it's done, Jesus says, hey, we need to get back in the boat. We need to go to the other side of the sea. And there were other people, too, that were getting into their boats and going across at that time. And it's evening, so this is going to be going across the sea at night. Now, Jesus' disciples are experienced with the sea. Many of them lived on the sea in terms of they fished. So they were used to the water. Jesus is tired because he's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and so he goes into the stern and he plops down on a cushion and he falls asleep. And apparently he's a really good sleeper because there's a storm. And the boat is being pushed back and forth by the waves, and the wind is against them, and they're trying to row, but they can't make any headway no matter how hard they're rowing. Waves are getting big and coming into the boat, all the water. And they're starting to get scared. And these are guys who grew up on the water. And they're scared. And Jesus is... What's Jesus doing? Sleeping. So finally they go to Jesus. And they say, Master, wake up. Don't you care that we're dying? Did you ever say something like that to your parents? Yeah. So all kinds of drama, right? Don't you care? Jesus wakes up. He says, peace, be still, and storm over. And Jesus says, what's up, guys? Where's your faith? You got puny faith. How about that? Why? Because they'd been with Jesus, they did all kinds of things, and just in the moment when they needed it, they forgot that Jesus can do special stuff. Don't you care? All right. Well, I'm going to ask you guys to pray with me. Will you guys bow your head and close your eyes and repeat after me. Dear God, we thank you that you care and that you are always with us. Help us to hear your peace when things are really crazy. Amen. Amen. All right, now we have worksheets for you, and I know many of you guys are going to head off to your Sunday school class. By the way, I need to tell you something today.